What's good, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, man. Welcome to another episode of Trappin Tuesday, man. Episode 68, Jose. Man, listen, I'm excited. As we get into it tonight, man, listen, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We talking about how Tesla got another one under their belt. Like, this is... Yo, we be talking about Elon, bro, but this dude really be on his, he on something. If a nickel bag gets sold at the park, I want in. And I think everybody understanding this at this point. Like, we can talk all that talk we want about, like, Tesla ain't the number one, but what we don't see him doing is he's switching from just being, he understand the landscape. That's the dope part about being a great business owner is your ability to see the landscape. He like, you know what? There's only gonna be so long that I could be the number one car. Right? I understand that competition is gonna heat up. I'm cool with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the tone and make everybody now have to use my charging station. Right? And now what that is, so he pivoting. Like, I'm gonna still do what I gotta do. Like, things is rough in China. All right, so be it. I'm gonna come up, and what this does is this buy me some more years to create another car, to create another concept, to put another piece of product, put some more product on the block. Because the one thing we know about business is a competitive sport. There's no feelings in business. Ask Blockbuster. I don't know if y'all had K&B, but we had K&B in New Orleans. Right? Ask Kmart, Circuit City, right? Ask them. Toys R Us, ask them what Amazon did them, right? The ability to innovate and understand the landscape. So he understanding the landscape. Yep, I'm still miles ahead of everybody else, but guess what? That mileage shrinks as time goes on. And so what does he do? He pivots. Ask Netflix what they did. They understand the landscape. Everybody was coming in the streaming game. They say, you know what? Guess what? I got a plan. We're not only gonna base this off subscribers, we're gonna base this off profitability. Let's tell the people how much money you using for all those subscribers. You got Disney. Speaking of Disney, we're gonna talk about that tonight. We're gonna talk about Disney. We're gonna talk about Hulu. We're gonna talk about Comcast and that major move that's happening. Jose, we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. So listen, before we get into episode 68 of Trappin Tuesday, man, do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get the likes up right quick, man. You dig? Let's get the likes up. Let's get the notifications on Jose. We at 74,000 subscribers. So that means we got 2 months, bro. We got 2 months to get to 100,000. And I only can do that with you all, man. So listen, tell everybody you know, get in the group chat. Also, I want to announce tonight that we're going to have a special Thanksgiving edition. Listen. We came up with a dope idea. Now, I ain't gonna lie, at first I had a crazy idea. I was like, let's stick my hand in the turkey, let's pull out the topics. Jose was like, bruh, that ain't gonna work. Dave told me, Trap, even the Latinos ain't gonna like that one. George told me, you out of your mind. Brandon said, Brandon is conservative, so when B get uncomfortable about a topic, you know that it probably is not a good idea. Tudor was like, hey, bro, I'm with whatever. You know, that's my dog. He gonna ride or die. Whatever I'm with, he with. Even if I'm wrong. He like, bro, we in it. Tudor, like, you put your hand in, I'm putting my hand in. Like, we pull it out together. I'm like, all right, let's rock. You feel me? So, you know, we had different opinion, and me and Tudor got voted out. So that wasn't the sticking your hand in a turkey to come up with the idea wasn't Jose said it might go viral for all the wrong reasons. So, and we not a believer of all attention is good attention. We not a believer of that over here. So I wish I could say like we had to scratch that and then the thing go like something like that'd be real cool. Anyway, we're talking about all this money that Warren Buffett got that don't make no god doggone sense, right? Is cash king again? Maybe, maybe not. But here's what we do know. We're going to talk about tonight on Trappin Tuesday. So listen, man, get your pen, get your pad. I want you to know each and every week I will go with Trappin Tuesdays to help you build legacy, help you to navigate through this market easy and effortless, but most importantly, help you to build wealth one share at a time. So before we get started tonight, man, I want to tell you I love you. I appreciate y'all. Tuesday, turn that beat up a little bit. Let's get going. I like that, Tuesday. Bring it down, bring it down. I like that. I like that. Man, listen, I want us to understand that these times are so pivotal. It is in these times we're seeing businesses go bankrupt. We're seeing people, oh man, as I look at the data, I understand that no matter what you see on Instagram, no matter what people are, what facade people are painting, I want you to understand that economically, a lot of people are on hardships. And the reason why people are on such hardships is because we're not understanding that it is in these times where we have to prepare to be great. We can't run away from these type of economic cycles. They happen. It's a prerequisite of living not only in America, but being a citizen of wherever you're from. But especially in America where money is often looked at as something so exquisite. But yet the perceived value is high, but the actual value is less than what we truly know it is. A lot of times we hear the old saying that money ain't worth the paper it's printed on. But what I say is try to live your life without the money. You can't worship the money, but yet it is necessary. Les Brown said that money is like oxygen. It's up there with oxygen. Like, you don't see it, but try to live without it, and you're going to turn blue in the face. So I get it and I understand. So my goal is to help us peel back the layers so we get the money situations out so we can live more fruitful and healthier lives. Because once we get rid of the money problems, now we can deal with the other issues that we truly have. Self-love, family love, companionship, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. It's the same reason why during the pandemic, so many people realized that the person they were with, they didn't like them. Why is that? Because we spent so much time ripping and running, and we part-time spent time in our house, in our homes. And the pandemic forced us to deal with issues that we truly tried to run away from. It's the same reason why most people right now will spend money and not look at their bank account. Because harsh truths are often hard to swallow or just hard to face. Well, that's what Trappin Tuesday is here for. I want us to stand in those harsh truths because standing in those harsh truths are the only way we heal and make progress. It's kind of like your partner who's a rapper. Every day you see him rap, you see him rhyme, and he asks you how the rap goes, but because it's your friend, you want to tell him that he's trash. You don't want to seem like a hater. You don't want to kill his dreams. But the reality is you should tell him that he needs a lot of improvement. The reality is you should tell him he's better so that he can do one or two things. He or she can get better or he or she can move on. There's healing in truth. We live in a society where having a facade like I'm wealthy, having a facade like I'm rich, having a facade like I'm prosperous, having a facade like I got it all together puts pressure on two people. First, a group of people who are putting on a facade. Now, every day they have to go out of their way to live that life or put on that facade. And two, the people who are looking at the person putting on a facade, not even realizing that they're actually doing better than they think they are, but because the measuring stick of what they're looking at is being diluted. I know it sounds like Trap is talking, but I truly want us to live better, healthier, financial lives. And the only way to do that is to strip it down bare naked, look at it for what it is, and make the proper adjustments. It is during these economic times that I truly understand that most people won't make the adjustments, and because you won't make the adjustments, you are committing financial suicide. We're not taking what's going on in the world serious. So when the data comes out and says that More than half of America right now is at least 2 bills behind. We saying, not me, the whole while, it is you. When it said the household debt America is at an all-time high at 1.7 trillion, we saying, not me, but in reality, we know it is you. It says the average household doesn't have $10,000 invested. A lot of people saying, not me, but the whole while, it is you. It is you. And not being one to criticize, because we've all been in the financial hard place, or I like to say we've been in the financial wilderness before. Understanding what it takes to come out of that, and that is the financial hard truth, which is the name of today's episode. In order for us to truly progress, in order for us to truly build wealth, it's not faking like we something we not. It's realizing truly what we are so that we can make the progress that's needed. And there's no better time than now. Which is why tonight we're going to talk about companies like Burger King going all digital. Guess how many jobs that's going to take away? Because once one company does it, guess what happened? It's a copycat world. Every company does it. So while people are saying AI won't take your job, yes, it will. It'll replace you. And it'll give jobs to other people. But guess what? The average person in America isn't going to school to learn how to work AI. So does it give jobs to the younger generation? Cool. Yep, it sure does. But let's talk about who that generation is that will get access to that college. Because guess what? The hoods where I come from, it's hard to even get out of high school. Investing is your hope. Investing is your savior. And let me put that in context. The savior of your soul is God. I'm saying your financial savior. Learning how to invest your money, learning how to earn money, learning how to make that money work for you, that is better than any AI, that will be better than any job, that will help you maximize your life and create opportunity. Your portfolios and your assets should be the cathedral of your financial hope. That's what it should be. You should be able to find solace in knowing that financially you are in a great place. Maybe not where you want to be, but truly in a safe enough space to know that while everyone else is in the wilderness, you at least have access to water. I need us to know that. Because like the Israelites, most people are making the 11-day journey take 40 years. Only because we don't want to heal our financial wounds. There's a truth that's happening. And I know that it's hard. I know that Instagram, I know that social media makes it hard. But the way to get to where you got to go at is you got to do it hard. Hard financial truths. Episode 68 of Trappin Tuesday. Jose, let's get to it, man. Woo! I like it, man. Let's get to it, y'all. So listen, let's start off. Y'all know how we start. If you new here, man, come have a seat at the table. If you've been trapping with us for a long time, if you know you family at this point, you know we keep the leftovers for y'all, right? We keep the leftovers. You always got to see that. Welcome home. Welcome home. That's what we want to start. We want to start off with saying, man, welcome home. And I want y'all to understand something. I truly appreciate the fact that you have allowed us to come into your home and be a part of everything you're doing. If this show has helped you, and if this show is worthy of you looking at it, man, I just ask you to take one more step and get the likes up for me. That's all. If we're worthy enough for you to take the game and apply it, if we're worthy enough for you to tune into us every week, man, we are worthy enough for you to take 1 second and get that like up. Hit that notification bell and share it to your people. That's all we ask. I know we worthy of that. Let's go, man. If you're new here, we got a pledge. We got a alma mater. I guess that's what it is. It's called our Trapper mantra. It's what we live by. Let's get to it, man. If you don't know it, act like you know it. You know, the church say, if you can't find it, we in Luke 5 and 7. If you can't find it, just look in Leviticus and act like you know. You feel me? If we in Matthew 3:16 and you can't get there in time, just go to Mark. The M's going to align. Just act like you know it. Lip service. You'll get it. Let's go, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will a generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I sell my time for money. I am first generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper, and Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man. Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's get to it. So, man, tonight I want to do something a little different, man. Like, there's some things I want to talk about so y'all know about the heat check. We do that tonight. I want to do something a little different. Dave, let's go straight to our recession portfolio right quick. Definitely just want y'all to see this, man, so y'all can understand what we got going on. So y'all know we got the buy and hold up. Y'all know we got in the buy and hold, man. You know, stock market went up for like 7 days, man, in a row. Today we had a lot of mixed things going on. We understand it. So y'all see the holders, man, the VTRX. I promise y'all, I'm getting rid of Crocs, man. I don't know, I might hold on to it. You know, it's coming to the end of the year, so you know that. Got to do that tax loss harvesting, so I got to figure out what I'm getting rid of. TPA's been all right, man. We understand that the market, you know, is just beating up on real estate, but we good there. Y'all see Eli Lilly. Y'all know that's the baby. Y'all see that's the baby. NVIDIA, Facebook. Y'all listen, y'all see. Now, check this out. If you're in a Patreon, you get the opportunity to get in these plays as I get into them. Now, y'all know, coming into next year, at least 6 or 7 of these got to go. I like to start from scratch. So I want y'all to, you know, and y'all know when I get in a play, I'm going to take about 2-3 weeks before I expose it to the squad, to everybody else. So if you're in a Patreon, definitely shout out to my Patreon members. Let's go. I see y'all. Y'all been, them things been green. We've been printing that money. Y'all been cashing out. Y'all been hitting me like trap. I appreciate it. So shout out to the Patreon members, man. We've been getting to it. We had a rough month or two, you know. But guess what? Man, we still here. We fighting. We scratching. Scratch. That tail shaking. No Mike Vick. No Mike Vick. No Mike Vick. No Mike Vick. No dogs were home. No animals were home to making that statement. Right? Nobody was home making that statement. We love Peter. That's the name of it? Peter. We good. It's cotton. No, I'm all right. I go a little further, Dave. Go to the options. All right, boom. There we go. Y'all see what we doing. Listen, it don't matter. It don't matter what happened. Don't matter what happened. You see it. It don't matter what happened. Here's what I want people to know. Patreon members, like I put a thing in the Patreon the other day. Now, I will say this. Patreon members got a little mad at me, and they DM'd me, right? And it wouldn't be right. I get it. Like, my goal is to always look out for my people, right? But they was like, Trap, check this out. Like, I know you looking out for us, but when you got in that NVIDIA play, when NVIDIA hit 397, bro, like, I don't care how risky you think it was, bro, you should have put me in. And I was like, bro, like, so the first person hit me up, I was like, hey, check this out. They was like, listen, let us make the decision, Trap. Like, we believe in you. You done made us a lot of money. I'm up 5 figures, since I've been in that Patreon. Shout out to you. You're like, yep, I took a little L on the first AVGO play. I ain't tripping on that. You told us what we love about it is you let us know your mindset behind certain plays. And a lot of people don't do that. You ain't just telling us, you letting us know the mindset behind it. So listen, bro, moving forward, let us know, bro. Let us make the decision. If we want to get in it, we in it. If we don't, we don't. You did your part. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. You tripping. You just saying that because the thing running right now. But if it don't go that way, you going to be, I don't know nothing. You ain't shit, Trap. My bad. Excuse me, Jose. My bad. Yeah, you ain't shit. I don't know what he talking about. So I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. You tripping. But then 3 more people hit me with similar messages. I don't know if they're in a group chat or what. They're in a group chat together or something, B. You hear me? But all of them had almost identical messages. I think they copy and paste each other, Jose. Swear, I think they might be in the same area or something. They were like, let's just bombard Trap. So I made a couple plays, and I said, listen, y'all right. I told y'all I'm going to be transparent with y'all. I told y'all, where my Patreon people at? Let me see y'all. If you printed some money in a Patreon, let me see what we going to tell them? We want to see fire or we want to see the trap house? Fire. We want to see fire because your portfolio smoking. So they hit me and they was like, Trap, listen, bro, like and the NVIDIA thing is crazy because look, the NVIDIA play I'm in, the one that I got at 397, the thing is up 60%. It's up 60%. So I get why the anger is in the air. I got why I was in the air. So I put the last 2 plays I put in some plays Monday. Put in some plays Monday yesterday, and I let them see what it was. And here's my thing. Like, I'm not truly convinced that the market is just about to be bullish. I understand that this could be a bear market rally. I understand that, right? But I like to take advantage, and because now I've adjusted my perspective, right? Like, I ain't trying to get 100% like I was in the other plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't my aim no more. So if we can bang out 30, 40, 50%, cash out, I'm all right. I ain't mad. Sales on a position, we good, right? There's never been a bad day to take profit. So that was me actually adjusting my vision for what we doing. So here's the play. So I put the 2 plays in that I just did recently, gave my idea behind why I did the play, and we're going to let it bang out. So definitely, man, come join the Patreon, man. Come be a part of what we doing over here, and I'll just break it down for him right quick, Jose. I know we short for time. Well, we're not short for time, but, we want to be on. I don't need 2 to put the thing up talking about speed up and all that, you feel me? So I'll just break the Patreon down right quick. The first tier is $7.99, $7.99. That's just to bless the Trap. That's just say, Trap, man, I appreciate what you're doing, bro. Love. The next one is $14.99. That's called what that's called? Lottery pick. So lottery pick, you just get 2 lottery picks a week. The 2 lottery picks are not option plays. The 2 lottery picks are actually 2 companies during the week that they've already on my watch list. I've already researched them. I tell you the price. I tell you the stock. I tell you when I will buy them. And I give you a couple options. The next one is the Triple Beam team. You get those 2 plays, plus you get any option plays that I do. The top tier is the Masters of the Triple Beam, where you get those 2 lottery picks. You get any option plays I do, plus you get the Triple Beam, which is a discount cash flow calculator where you can put the prices in and it'll tell you whether to buy, sell, and it'll tell you what price you can buy the stock at. plus you get one Zoom call a month, and you get a 10 stock checklist every quarter of 10 stocks. Now, sometimes on a 10 stock checklist, you may have 4 or 5 companies that I put on one before. You know, I'll switch it up a little bit, but a great company is a great company. So that's what you get. Plus, if you in there, you get any, you know, you can DM me and I answer. So we definitely want, come join the team, man. Listen, and they can ask you if they're in a triple beam team or they're in a, like, I answer their questions. I go in the DM and I answer their questions. I get in the group and I answer their questions. That's it. And you get, and if you're in a triple beam, master the triple beam, you get the 1-800-TRAPPER hotline where we answer 4 of those a week. Well, 3 or 4 of those a week. You know what I'm saying? Roughly 3 or 4 of those videos a week. And then I'll go in the group and then answer whatever they put up. So definitely, man, come join the Patreon. I believe that it's a group like no other because I'm not just putting stuff in there. There's a mindset, there's an idea behind what we're doing. And I'm about to say that. But listen, also, we got my Trappers Anonymous family. And I'm glad you said that, Jose, because people always ask me, like, what's the difference? So Trappers Anonymous, I'm not going to lie, that's my family, right? And what we do in Trappers Anonymous is it's more of learning the fundamental game. Like, so in Trappers Anonymous, if you truly want to just learn how to fundamentally invest, like from how to break down a company, so we do that every Sunday. It's called Live from the Kitchen. Every Sunday we breaking down stocks, three anywhere between 2 to 4 presentations every Sunday from different trappers where they breaking it down. You can ask them questions on the breakdown. I even ask them questions sometime. Then we got Moat Monday. All my people in Trappers Anonymous, let me see the houses in the chat. You dig? Okay, I see y'all. Okay, Felix, I see you. Okay, I see y'all. I see the Trappers. Let's go, Trappers. The Trappers in the film. Let's go, Trappers. I see y'all. Dials, I see you. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, listen, Jose, you be playing. The Trappers be in here. Jose, stop playing. Let's go. So shout out to my Trappers and Trappers Anonymous, man. From Moat Monday, we look at stocks that have moats in them, and we rate them. Ticker Tuesday, I put in a stock in there because I feel like Trappers have a hard time finding companies. And they be like, Trap, where the hell you be finding these companies from? So I put the ticker somewhere and you look at it. Then we got Wild Out Wednesday. That's when one of the lieutenants take you on a journey on looking at a stock. Y'all break it down together. We got ETF Thursday where I break down the ETFs. We got Drip Friday where we look at all dividend stocks. And we got Study the Great Saturday. And then we got Live from the Kitchen on Sunday. So definitely, man, we got multiple communities for you to come be a part of. And we also, I think probably by the end of the year or by the beginning of the new year, Jose, we'll have a collaboration where you can get, for one price for the year, you can get both of them. And you'll probably get a month free in the Patreon, but it'll be the top tier, right, Jose? It'll be Master the Triple Beam, and you'll get 8 weeks free in Trappers Anonymous. So that way you can play both sides of the field. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with playing both sides of the field. You feel me? So anyway, here's the recession portfolio, man. Y'all see what we doing, man. You know, I won't get to this content, man. It's a hell of a show today. All right, Dave, let's rock, baby. All right, let's get to it, man. So watch this, man. Disney is kicking cash to catch up to Netflix. So watch this. So this is crazy. So I talked about this earlier. We talked about how Netflix is actually changing the game. Like they spending more money on content. The Netflix stock is actually up this year. Like it's doing amazing. The stock was down because of the writer's strike, but they definitely have been on a different wave than everybody else. One, Netflix is the only profitable streaming business in the world. They're the only profitable one, right? So everybody else is just negative. And I remember Reed Hastings was having a hard time because at one point in time, subscribers was the main metric. It was the main metric. Now, it's still a metric that's being used, but here's what happens. And this was good. I'm gonna say this, Jose. I like businesses that are run by founders. I like businesses that are run by founders. The reason why I like businesses that are run by founders because a founder is invested, right? They invested. Now, don't get me wrong. CEOs get compensated for having a great company. Founders are emotionally tied. Like a founder will take a L to take a W. Because even if his money ain't, he or she money ain't in, just the idea, this is my baby. A CEO like, all right, they ain't making no money. Like, I'm straight. Kind of like Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos was one of the first CEOs out that I paid attention to, Jose, that he would take a loss on his company for a couple of years because he believed in a certain idea. And then when it turned profitable, he like, yup, what's good? What we doing? What we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like Mark Zuckerberg, right? Idea, innovation, right? Innovation. I'm going to spend $10 billion a year on the metaverse. All right, the market ain't rewarded, let me cut back. Right, but he knew he was taking an L in the beginning, whereas a CEO might be like, nah, bro, we're not about to spend $10 billion of investor money on something that we don't know working. Right? Elon Musk, we know he didn't necessarily start Tesla, right? You know, that come from the guy, what's his name? Nikola Tesla, right? But we understand that, oh, you ain't know that, Jose. We got Jose. We caught Jose on guard. We caught Jose. Wait, give me some. I need it. That boy is good. Mm-hmm. I needed that. We caught Jose off guard. Because when I said Elon didn't start Tesla, Jose went, I knew he didn't start. I didn't know Nikola. Nikola was the man, Jose. So watch this. Okay, pause on this topic. Let's have a story time with Jose for a second, y'all. Jose, we need a button for a story time where it go like, matter of fact, hey, we got to get with Steve so we can get a story time with Trap segment. We got that. We don't got that. Nah, we don't got that. Dave, put it up. Let me see it. A story time with Trap? Dave, we got that? Dave, let me see the story time with Trap, Dave. Pull it up. Let me see it. Let me see it, Dave. Bro, if Dave got this. Bro, what y'all hiding from me? Nah. To that, cue the music right quick. I need to see. What? We got a story time with Trap. Yo, I love my team. If we got a story time with Trap. Okay, let me see in the chat right quick. Do we have time for a story time with Trap, y'all? Would y'all mind? Now, the one thing I would say about my stories is sometimes they go a little long, right? But do we have time for a story time with Trap? We got to tell this to Jose. Let me see in the chat how you feel about a story time with Trap. Let me see. A story time with Trap. How you feel in the chat. Okay, Felix Harris. Okay. Oh, Khadijah. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Cheryl Fields, I see you. Denise Michelle, I see you. Okay, Mark Smith. Okay, so y'all rocking with the story time with Trap? Y'all rocking? Natasha, we rocking with the Chelsea. Tori, are we rocking with the story time with Trap? Dancing Diamonds, come on, talk to me. All right, we don't got no story time with Trap. Let's see, we got a story time. Oh! Cut the music, Tootie! Cut the music! We got a story time with Trap. Yo. When you came up with that, bro? You and Steve did that? Shout out to Steve and Jose, man. I love my team, man. I love the squad, man. Steve and Jose.
I didn't know those were your hands.
That boy is good.
Those your hands.
Bro, why you don't think that's my hands, bro?
Because I was like, why would y'all take a picture like that? You know what I'm saying?
I think I was doing something. Amada was doing this with the hoodie, and he just threw the book in front of me.
Okay, yeah, that makes, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I probably was like doing this. And you know what I'm saying? You know, Steve cold-blooded. He cold-blooded. Bro, that dude said that's not my hands. I don't like that dude, B. I don't like that dude. All right, so let's tell Jose this story right quick. So watch this. Once upon a time in the Wild Wild West. All right, so here's how it goes, Jose. So check this out. So you say you didn't know about Nikola Tesla?
I thought he was the dude who created the Tesla art, like,
He created AC/DC.
no, whatever that thing was back in the day.
So here's what he created. So we had electricity, right? So electricity comes from Thomas Edison, right? So Nikola Tesla worked with Thomas Edison, right? So Thomas Edison was like, yo, we got this thing called electric, and it's the wave. Now you gotta remember, this came about when kerosene was the thing, right? You know what kerosene is, right? So now kerosene comes from Rockefeller, right? Kerosene comes from Rockefeller. They had the Standard Oil Company, right? So what happened was cars is a thing now, right? So we running the gas, and they like, bro, there's this liquid that we don't got nothing to do with. We can't find nothing to do with it. So he like, I got an idea. We can use this to light up the houses. So kerosene comes about. So boom. No, real talk. No, let me rephrase that. Kerosene comes about to light the houses up, and then, all right, I had it backwards. So kerosene is the thing, right? Kerosene is the thing, and now Thomas Edison about to drop the electric, right? So because Thomas Edison about to drop the electric, Rockefeller like, wait, hold up. This might put me out of business. Because if they don't need the kerosene no more, what I'm gonna do? Now he got the oil business, that's booming. But he got the oil and the kerosene. The thing about the kerosene, you know anything about kerosene, it stink. Don't it stink, George? We be in a country, the kerosene, like, bro, why you got that? It stink. You feel me? So watch this. Rockefeller said, I got an idea. I got an idea we could do with this other stuff. We're gonna call it gasoline. So gasoline is the byproduct of kerosene, right? Now watch this, Jose. Thomas Edison got the electricity popping, right? So he goes to J.P. Morgan. He like, hey, check this out, bruh. We got this thing called electricity. I'm about to change the game with this. J.P. Morgan trying to find something to get from under his daddy. His daddy like, bro, we bankers. We don't invest in stupid stuff like electricity. I don't know what that stupid stuff is. He don't see the future. So J.P. Morgan trying to be like, you know, you trying to get from under your daddy? You trying to get from under your daddy wing. You feel me? Man, my daddy don't know what he talking about. I don't want to do that. So look what he do. He see the next big thing. He see it. He like, guess what? I'm all in. But he asked Thomas Edison this. Do you have a competitor? Thomas Edison like, nope. But what he don't realize is that his right-hand man trying to tell him, hey, bruh, there's a better way than what you doing. But he like, man, shut up. He cocky, he arrogant. So he says he take his plan, because he don't want to rock with him no more, and he go try to do his own thing. Tesla trying to do his own thing, but he ain't got the bread. Because now Edison got J.P. Morgan backing him. He got the machine behind him. So they got this big old, he got this dude, I think his name is Wittenhouse. That's his name, Wittenhouse. Wittenhouse. So Wittenhouse was another big, he got deep pockets. We talking about big dogs. So there's the fair, there's the World Fair. Whoever can light up the World Fair, whoever can get this contract, they the big dog. So J.P. Morgan putting the money behind Edison and Wittenhouse putting the money behind Tesla. But watch this. Wittenhouse is saying that his product with Tesla, their version of electric is safer. He's saying it's safer. So they wind up winning. So now Tesla like, this it. The money coming in. J.P. Morgan pissed off at Thomas Edison. He like, bruh, I thought you said. Thomas Edison mad. J.P. Morgan pissed because now his daddy like, you a clown. I told you, we bankers. Why is you trying to get in this circus with electricity? It's a magic trick. Now you done wasted my money, you done wasted my people money. You a fool. So now J.P. Morgan feel like, damn. So he go to Thomas Edison, he like, say, bruh, you better do something. You better do something fast. Thomas Edison creates the electric chair. Creates the electric chair, so now he trying to pivot. Nikola Tesla, they about to take over the world. Because this version of electric is sweet. It ain't harmful. Is dope. So Thomas Edison like, all right, I got an idea. Like, we're going to show that this electricity can be used for something else. So they create the electric chair, and it fails miserably. It actually fries the man and keep him alive. So they done had to try to fry the man like 3 different times. It don't work. So now his name goes from sugar to so now J.P. Morgan heated. He like, all right, bro, you done for. So this is why the stock market's so dope. J.P. Morgan, he go buy all of the shares of Edison Electric. He go buy 51% of the shares of Edison Electric. Now, J.P. Morgan is a gangster. He go buy 51 shares of Edison Electric. When he bought the 51 shares of Edison Electric, he tell Thomas Jefferson, hey, check this out, it's my company. Thomas Edison like, boy, what you talking about? You tripping, it's my company. He said, nah, I'm good. I own 51% of all the shares. It's mine now. They changed the name from Edison Electric to General Electric. That's how we get General Electric. GE, which was at one time one of the world's biggest companies. Now watch this, he ain't finished though. He goes over to Wittenhouse and say, hey, check this out, bruh. That electricity thing you got going on, because I own Edison Electric, that comes from a byproduct of what I have. And we got the patent on it, and I'm about to take you to court. Now, here's what he knows. He knows that Wittenhouse, because he got all his money in Tesla, I can't afford to even go to court with you, bro. So Thomas Edison not only knocks him out the park, but he said, listen, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to buy it from you. I'm going to buy it from you. Now watch this. Nikola Tesla, he like, you know, this is where your paperwork, he don't got his paperwork right. So because he don't got his paperwork right, when Wittenhouse sells to JP Morgan Chase, he sells all the rights to the version of electricity. That's where you get the AC/DC from. He sells it to JP Morgan. Now JP Morgan owns the idea and Tesla don't own nothing. JP Morgan kicks him out. Wittenhouse gets his money. Now he owns Thomas Edison Electric and he owns all the Nikola Tesla's electric. Now he owns the own thing. Now he owns all the electric. And this is how General Electric becomes one of the biggest companies in the world. This is how JP Morgan becomes one of the richest men in the world. And this is how Nikola Tesla gets forgotten about. Westinghouse. That's what I said, huh? I said Wittenhouse, Westinghouse. Westinghouse. That's it. That's how you get that, bro. Story time with Trap. Let's go, baby. This is where it derives from.
Who started the company of Tesla?
So this is where the name comes from.
I know the name, but who was that name? Nikola. No, that's Elon.
That's Elon.
So he did start. Okay.
But that ain't his brand.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Nah, it ain't his brand.
Okay.
So what I'm saying now is, so he doing the same thing now. He like, bro, check this out. I'm not about to be playing with y'all. I know the competition is gonna get rough. I know the competition is gonna get thick. Guess what? So what? Here's what I do know. I got the hardware. You're not gonna be able to build these cars and have the battery and have the charging station. I've been on that too long?
No, I'm saying you got that segment.
What? That's what we talking about.
I'm saying, is that a segment that we should go?
Dave, pull the segment up what we talking about. Jose tripping right here. Pull the Tesla segment up, Jose. Pull the Tesla segment up, Dave, the Tesla. Oh, no, the Tesla one. Tesla and Lucid. Huh? Boom. Come on, Jose. What you talking about, bro? You thought I was bringing it together. You ain't let me bring it together. So I got this. So Tesla competitor Lucid announces they will adopt the Tesla charging station by 2025. It's another one, bro. And this was so-called its biggest competitor. So here's what Tesla understands. Listen, I understand what's happening here. I can only be number one so long. Somebody gonna catch up. And watch this. As I'm expanding my business, I'm now taking people out the planet. I got a solar farm. I got X over here that done lost 40% of value since I bought it. Right? I just introduced the AI bot that he just called Grunk that he just dropped. Bruh, listen, I don't got time to be focusing on y'all trying to be the better car dealership than me. Y'all playing catch up. Mustard? Ooh, that bar. That was a bar. That was a bar. Jose, stop playing with me up here. That wasn't a bar? They playing catch up. Mustard? He sleep. Come on, Gindy. Even over his head. Even over his head. B, that man over his head, he missed the bar. Y'all playing catch up. Mustard? Stop. Stop. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You missed it, dog. It went over your head, bro. I bet if Genuine would have said it, you would have laughed. I bet you that. I bet you if Genuine... I blamed him. I blamed him. All right. So, Dave, let's go back to the Netflix one, Dave. All right. So watch it. So watch this. Disney is paying $8.6 billion to Comcast. So Comcast actually owns 33% of Hulu, right? And that's where this all started from. So Comcast owns 33% of Hulu. That's a big stake. So what Disney doing is like, yo, let me buy that. Why? Because the pressure is on them to keep up with Netflix. Remember, they was losing $1 billion a pop on the streaming service. Remember, in the pandemic, they got a lot of energy on it. Why? Because they gained so many subscribers so fast. Right? They gained so many subscribers so fast, but Netflix was still not profitable. Look how in 3 years the time has changed. Netflix has become profitable. None of the other streaming stations are profitable. Netflix is now clearly the big dog in the streaming industry. Everybody else is playing catch up. Mustard. There you go, Jose. There you go. There you go. There you go. Everybody else is playing catch up. And now this is making them say, in order for me to, I see y'all laughing in the chat. I see y'all laughing. That was not lame. I get it. Feel me? So, anyway, so they paying $8.6 billion for it from Comcast. Comcast, which is the parent company of the one that we watch all day, CNBC. Look how I tied it all together. Look how I tied that up, Jose. Man, I'm on a roll out here today, man. Y'all tripping, man. Moving on. Let's go further, Dave. Right here, man. Warren Buffett believes cash is king. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway has a cash pile of $157.2 billion. Jose, bruh, this is why I love selling this all the time. One of my favorite moats that a company can have is cash. You know why? A company with a little debt and a lot of cash can't go out of business. Right? It's position. Listen, here's what people don't understand. Berkshire Hathaway has returned almost 19% returns for 40 years. I don't care who they be talking about, this the next Buffett. No, it ain't. Until you can return almost 19% return annually for 40 years, you ain't the next Buffett, bro. I truly believe that Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger are the Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan of the investment world, dog. And I'm going to truly say that I don't think we'll ever see this again. I don't think we'll ever see this again, bro. Because this dude has truly, listen, so I'm going to say this, bro. Like next year, 2024, we are going to the Berkshire Hathaway meeting in Omaha, Nebraska. In order for y'all to come, you got to own at least 1 or 2 shares of Berkshire Hathaway. That's the only way you get in the building. That's the only way you can get in the building. You got to have at least one. Got to have at least one. I'm going, bro. I said it last year. I didn't go because I forgot we had going on. 2024, bro, I'm going. I got to call them because I don't know if they sent me my paperwork. And I got to buy my ticket early because they say it be booked out. Like the hotels around there, it be booked out. You ain't got, but probably like, I ain't even going to say that. But just know he 90. So every year you delay, I won't stand up and ask a question. What's up, Mr. Buffett? My question is, when you bought See's Candy and what was some of the intangibles? I want to ask him a good question. You know what would be I ain't gonna lie though, like one of my, I guess, bucket list things would be to talk to him, bro. Like I'm gonna be real, like I don't, so you know how people be talking about the Jay-Z lunch and all that? Like one of the things I loved was Jay sat down with Warren Buffett, Floyd Mayweather, and E.T. You know E sat with Buffett, right? Bruh. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't too much stuff I'm jealous behind. 2 things I've been jealous behind in the last month. I text Ian the other day and I said, bro, Nia Long follow you and I don't like it. I told Ian that. I texted him. I said, dog. And it's crazy because I finally found her page. I don't know why I couldn't find it for whatever, but I finally found it. And I said, bro, this woman is so beautiful, bro. She is still the epitome of what, like, the black women, nothing wrong with the black women today. Let me say that. Like, we love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. But it was something about the 90s black women where we didn't care about them being fine. We didn't care about them having big butts. We didn't care about, because we think about some of the women that we admired from the 90s, like Aaliyah, Left Eye, Nia Long, Jada Pinkett. Bro, there wasn't no, I always say her name wrong. Is it Sanaa Lathan, right? What's the one name? Damn. Y'all know if I said. Elise Neal, right? There wasn't no font shows. They wasn't like voluptuous. They was just like, that's my baby. You know, when you saw him, you was like, yo, that's my, ooh. So man, I go on Nia Long page, bruh. I know this don't got nothing to do with investing. But I went on her page and I said, bro, this woman is so amazing. She got the little light freckles in her face, bruh. You feel me? I'm just like, bruh. And I asked myself, why would this man cheat on this woman? What was wrong with you, bruh? I guess we all fall victim to something, so I ain't hit it. But in my mind, I was just like, dog. Like, she probably like, what, 50? She gotta be 50. Huh? Holly what? Holly too. Listen, my favorite thing of Holly Berry was when she did this boxing magazine. She did a photo shoot and it was, bro, I said, yeah. She did the magazine. I was in prison. I'll never forget. I said, bro, how this, no, I ain't do nothing weird. I was just like, bro, I was like, how this lady is so fine. And that, she was probably fought it in. Nia Long, 53 years old, bro. Look at B. B want a cooler. I can see it the way he said it. Anyway, it's that kind of show. So that's two things. I text Ian and I say, bro, I don't like the fact that Nia Long follows you. I ain't like it. But Ian said some player crap to me. He said, I could plug you if you want. I said, this ninja here. What do you say to that? Plug me? I don't really want you to plug me, but I want you to plug. You just like, I just skipped the question, like, what's good? How you been, bro? That's what I did. I said, how you been, bro? But Ian was like, bro, I can plug you when I want. Then he played me, so then he hit me with it. Look, so he tell me how you doing. I tell him how I'm doing. And then at the end of the time, I'm like, well, look, man, I'm gonna holler at you. He's like, hey, don't forget, I can plug if you want. I'm like, this ninja. He gonna throw it back on me, you hear me? Anyway, and then that, bro, like that, like, and E.T. sitting down with Buffett, dog. And I think he said he got in that room because of Dan Gilbert, which goes to show you who your success and your money won't get you in some rooms where just knowing the right person will. Bro, just imagine being in a room, like, and I can see he in the room with Warren Buffett. He got his J's on. He probably got the hat on with a fresh white shirt with some gym shorts. He was just in the room with Warren Buffett, bro. And he said when he walked in the room, everybody got right. He said he looked at Buffett, he thinking he about to, man, Warren got the Sears and Roebuck suit on. The old suit. No fancy watch. Like for what, bro? I'm worth 100 and something billion. That would have changed my life, dog. And I know E ain't taking no pictures, but I would have took a picture with the OG me. I need to hang this up. What? I would have took a picture with the OG, dog. Man, I'm taking that. And I'm telling my people, I took a picture with that guy. Anyway, so right now, man, Warren Buffett got $157 billion in cash. Now, watch this, Jose. That's more money. Warren Buffett has more cash than what Disney, the company we just talked about, is worth on the stock market. You feel me? Now watch this. We know Nike is a what? Dominant company, right? We know Nike is a brand. He's only about 5 billion. He got 5 billion less in cash than what Nike is worth on the stock market. Did I say that right? So Nike is worth 160. Nike has $162 billion market cap. He has 157 billion in cash. So he's 5 billion short in cash than what Nike's company is worth on the market, bruh. Let that sit in, bro. Let that sit in. Now, also, he has purchased, now this size cash gets so heavy. Remember, I be talking about them 5% yields that you getting. He's spending 129 billion. Up into the third quarter, he spent 129 billion in buying those bonds, getting that return, just creating cash. Short term. He spent 129 billion. But he's just killing it. And I be saying that, and so we be like, oh, I'm like, yo, the stock market is a machine that you learn how to play the game. Like, you don't trip. I put up a post yesterday where I was like, yo, you know, what would you do with your money right now? Because right now, stocks is the number one thing at 15% the first time. The next thing is CDs, number 2. The number 3 thing is money markets. The number 4 thing is ETFs. The number 5 thing is government bonds. So I was like, yo, my number 1 would be individual stocks. My number 2 would be ETFs. And my number 3 would be is the bonds. So somebody asked me like, Trap, why would you do the CDs? Because you got to hold the CDs for a year or 2 to get the whole. I'm like, bro, I would go get the short-term bonds. If I'm playing with that much money, bro, look at the OG. Oh, the OG next to Buffett. Look at the OG next to Buffett. Hey, I need y'all to, this about to be live right quick, y'all. This about to be live right quick. 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 Y'all about to see something right quick go live. Let me see if the OG gonna answer the phone. Hold up, y'all. It might be kind of late. No, he on Cali, so this ain't late. God dang, OG. Let's try one more time. Let's see.
Trap, what it do?
OG.
What it do?
Man, I'm good, man. Listen, I'm on the show right now. We live, and I'm talking to them. So I'm talking to them about Warren Buffett having $157 billion in cash, right? In cash. And so I said, I've only been envious of 2 people in my life. I said one of them is OG E.T. because he was able to be in the room with Warren Buffett. He was able to be in the room with Warren Buffett, right? And I said, I could see the OG. Everybody got suits on and the OG in there probably with the black shirt on with the hat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you telling the truth.
So Jose, being Jose, pulls up the picture. I'm on set, I go berserk. I said, I got to call the OG right quick.
No doubt.
And then look, I see the picture, the OG in the right spot. He ain't on side of nobody else.
Don't make sense to be in there.
Ooh, it don't make no sense to be in there if you ain't gonna be by Buffett. Bruh, I got one question for you, OG. Because I told him, I said, listen, I said, there are certain rooms that your money and your success can't get you in. It's the relationship that gets you in the room.
Yeah.
So if I could ask you one thing you left that room with, what would it be?
Well, first of all, it was how I got in there. I didn't get in there because I wanted to be in there, because I didn't even know it was going to be a meeting. I got in there by adding value to a billionaire. So I added value to a billionaire who is in relationship with other billionaires.
Wow.
You feel me? So he called me. You know, he called me. Dan Gilbert called me. It was like, what you doing tomorrow, E? I was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It ain't often I get called by Bill. Like, what's up? He's like, I'm having a meeting with 30 men. Warren Buffett is going to be the leader of that meeting, the facilitator of it, and I want you there. And I was like, yeah, no doubt. I'll definitely be there. So I added value to him, meaning I did something for that person that they could not do for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? But what I walked away from that meeting was, all of these billionaires in the room are human just like me.
Wow.
Like when I listen to their conversation, they all use English. Like, they was all speaking English. And they weren't necessarily speaking like a high vocabulary English. Like it was a English that you could understand. Like the terms that they were using were understandable terms. You know, and the things that they were doing was they were just talking about decisions that they made based on the research they did and the understanding of the culture. Because you have to understand, when I was at the meeting, it was the first recession. So it was the very first recession. So they were actually taking advantage of the recession. So when you hear all these dudes talk about recession proof and all that, I'm not suggesting that they don't know what they're talking about, but I'm saying that they were benefiting off of talking about something because people didn't really know about. These dudes was like creating legacy off of, not making money off of, creating legacy and digging a deep hole, you know, like foundation for themselves economically. So I saw them buy up Detroit. They were buying them buildings in Detroit, like skyscrapers for $500,000. So then what they were doing was they were buying property, and then they were taking young cats who had ideas, and they were housing them in that facility, and they were venture capitalists. So they would put money up. So they charging people for rent. So they getting paid off the rent. Then they got a percentage of all the ideas that these people came up with and the money they made. They were making money off of that. You feel what I'm saying? And then whatever else they were making in terms of the interest for the money that they loaned them. So I saw 3 ways that they was making bread off of these individuals just because they had money and they saw the economy, you know, going in the wrong direction. So they were able to scoop property downtown Detroit. They were able to scoop property and create businesses. Imagine you have a 13 or 16 or 20 story building, and inside that building, now you got a bunch of incubator businesses in there. It was unbelievable, bro.
Wow. Man, I just want to say thank you for I want y'all to understand my relationship. This OG answered the phone for me. Listen, that's the relationship.
Like, hold on, that's Trap.
That's the relationship.
I just finished the 3-hour live. I just finished the 3-hour live.
3-hour live.
And I'm glad Trap didn't call me in the middle of my challenge, because I would have had to stop the challenge to answer the doggone phone.
Come on, man. Man, thank you, OG. Man, thank you, man. I just appreciate you, man. Love you, OG. I appreciate you for answering that, man.
Tell Jose I said, was I?
Cheer. You know him. Cheer. All right, OG. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, that was a moment. That was a Trappin' Tuesday moment. Not only did we get the Jose come out with that's why you gotta have people like Jose. So watch this. I told B this today, Jose. I said, B, Jose is, and I'm not taking that away from you, Jose. I said, Jose is a cold-blooded Scottie Pippen. I said, Jose is the type of person that can get with like a leader and amplify what that number one does. Right? Didn't I tell you that earlier, B? I said, everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift, and what happens is, once you understand your gift, you can thrive in it. Right? Now I say B this, I say this 10 times because I didn't want B to take this wrong. I say, I'm not taking nothing away from what Jose do. I say, if you put him in the number one position, he probably gonna handle his business, and the people gonna see it, he gonna give value. I said, but if you give him a number 1 and you put him at a number 2, they're gonna knock it out the park. You feel me? B, didn't I say that earlier? I said, if you put him in the number 1 spot, he gonna handle his business. And the people gonna get value. But if you give him a strong number 1, because he's the type of person that can see the number 1 and he gonna analyze everything. He's a good analyzer. He can fill in holes easy, and you can't always fill in the holes of yourself. Right? Everybody ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? You can't always fill in your holes. But Jose is so good at filling up that space. And he gonna take that number 1 to the next level. And bro, I hope you don't take that wrong, bro. You feel me? And prime example was this situation. We on here, we talking. He like, I got the picture. The picture goes, you know what I'm saying? Value. Some people in this chat, you a cold-blooded number 2. And the problem is, you so focused on trying to be the number 1 when that ain't your strong suit. Your number 2 is, if you go sit in that number 2 role and you find you a strong number 1, if you find you a strong number 1, you gonna win better than you ever would have won on your own. The problem is you keep trying to be a number 1 when that ain't your gift. That ain't your gift. Your gift is you're a good assist player. You good at watch this. LeBron is cold-blooded, and I'm not even in the LeBron mic. LeBron is cold-blooded at being on the floor doing his thing. But here's the dope hole we don't know. If you give LeBron a sweet point guard, where he can just, with that Kyrie, where he can just run the floor and be that bully all across the floor, bro, it's over. That's why Mike was so cold-blooded. They had, what's the boy name? They had B.J. Armstrong. He had John Paxson, right? He had Steve Kerr, right? But Mike was able to move. And then you gave him Scotty, somebody who, and here's the difference. Scotty went and played for the Rockets. He was really good, but he wasn't Scotty with Mike because Drexler ain't Mike. Because watch this. Drexler was a cold-blooded number 2. But what happened was he was always put in a role where he wanted to be the number 1. Real talk. Man, Clyde the Glide. But if you'd have gave him a number 1, he would have flourished at being a number 2. And what happens is we got a lot of number 2s that want to be number 1s, and this is why they ain't gonna never see glory. You ain't gonna never see the glory. You ain't never see the glory. Anyway, man, thank you. I love E.T., man. I'm gonna tell y'all, I love E.T., and he came into my life at the right time. He came into my life at the right time because watch this. I know I'm a number 1. I know I'm a number 1. But watch this. I also know I need a number 2 and a number 3 and a number 4. Because if I get the 2, 3, and 4s, they can take care of what they need to take care of, and I can just focus on being the number 1. And I know that we can't win the championship without the 2. I can't win the championship by myself. I need a 2, 3, and 4. Come on, man. The problem with a lot of number 1s is they think they number 1s and they can do it by themselves. And that's the problem. You're a number 1, but to see a championship ring, you still need a 2, 3, and 4. Now watch this, Jose. This is where it get bad at. When number 1s try to go get other number 1s. When number 1s try to go get other number 1s, it ain't gonna work. Watch this, Jose. Watch this. Kobe and Shaq, on the front, it looked like it worked. But the reason why it worked was because you had a genius running the show. You had a Phil Jackson. And he understood how to orchestrate two number ones. But even with two number ones, it can only last for so long because we both need to be number ones. Now watch this. Crazy part was Shaq goes to Miami and he's okay with being a number two. He immediately said, this D-Wade team. This D-Wade team. You feel me? This D-Wade team. I ain't tripping. Now watch this. When LeBron went to Miami, D-Wade says, this LeBron team. Being able to alternate and say, all right, I am a number one, but I understand that your number one abilities can take me where I need to go at, so I'm going to adjust now to being a number two. All right, let me go. My bad, let me go. Next one. Damn, that should have been a story with Trap right there. Man, God damn. My bad, y'all. Damn. I was in it, Jose. I was in it. We deep in it, too. All right, right here, man. Burger King plans on making all locations 100% digital. All. They say 100%, Jose. They say 100%. Now, watch this. So the company that owns Burger King is a company called by the name of Restaurant Brands. That's who owns. So they own Burger King, Tim Hortons, and Popeyes. Right? So they bought Popeyes from Al Copeland. If you're from New Orleans, I remember, George, you remember going to Christmas in the Oaks? Every year, dog. Christmas in the Oaks. George, you ever came off of Christmas in the Oaks? Bro, Christmas in the Oaks used to be the most beautiful thing ever, bro. So there's a park in New Orleans called City Park. Huge park, bro. Like, it's not a regular park. There's like 15 parks inside of the park. Bro, this dude used to spend over $2 million on lights. Bro, this was the most beautiful, like, it was the thing to go to Christmas in the Oaks, bro. So he's the guy who, they started Popeyes. But then he had speedboats. He's a speedboat man, so he loved a speedboat. Anyway, he sold the Popeyes. And I'm not gonna lie, Tootie, ask me if I'm wrong. The Popeyes ain't been the same since he sold it. It ain't been the same since he sold it. Anyway, though, so they going all digital. They say their goal is to go they saying their goal is to be all Burger Kings is gonna be 100% digital. Now here's why, watch this. Because they said that the guests will have a better experience and then they as a brand can focus more on great products, great service, and great customer service. My question is this. What type of company culture you have right now where the people not giving good customer service? That's not a robot problem. That's a cultural problem in the business. And when you think about it, bro, when you be going to them Burger Kings, they don't really be clean. Now, I ain't been to one in years. You feel me? But the company culture ain't there. The company culture not there. So now watch this. But here's what I want everybody to understand why this is so serious. Because this is the beginning. So what you think he gonna do? Watch this. What you think he gonna do when all your burgers, when all the Burger Kings become 100% digital? Guess what's gonna happen next? Popeyes gonna be gold, 100% digital. McDonald's already doing it. Watch this. Shake Shack started it. If you go to Shake Shack, bro, you don't gotta go to no register. All you do is go to the kiosk, beep, 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 and then they be like, hey, Jose. Now, we already know this. Chipotle is already putting the machines in place to fix the bowls for you. Watch this. White Castle is already got machines flipping the burgers. I don't eat them, but they already got them. So what happened? We see the trend. In 5 to 6 years, bro, there's going to be nobody in there. It's on, bro. Ain't no more going to work at the fast food joint when there's a teenager. Bro, it's about to be, now, and look what they said. It's going to bring down cost. What happened? Now watch this, because guess what? Guess what? Now they don't got to pay nobody. Let's say they pay $8 million to get the machines. That's a wrap, bro. That machine can work 24 hours, bro. Guess what's going to happen now? Now all the restaurant places are going to be 24-hour joints. You know why? That's it. They probably going to have one manager for every shift. A manager and a mechanic. An engineer. They're going to have them switching shifts. All they're going to be in that bed just chilling. I'm chilling. The manager in there making sure to restock everything, though they can, and the engineer to make sure the 24 hours. Ooh. Now watch this. Watch this though, Jose. Watch this. It's going to start there. We already know right now we go to the grocery store, bruh. Bro, all the other lines, you got to go to self-checkout. Self-checkout. Public self. I bought some fruit this morning. Let me say I'm proud of myself. This morning, I went to the store. I picked up some lobster bits after I worked out. And I said, Trap, this is not the healthy choice. I put the lobster bits down, and I got a bowl of fruit and 2 Arden Garden drinks. Today for lunch, I had me and B. I had a salad, but I did put some lobster on the salad. And a crab cake. But it wasn't bisque. It was just the lobster. I had ordered the lobster sandwich, but I took the lobster out. I'm on my health kick, dog. Anyway, let's go a little further, man. All right, so watch this. Biggest concerns of people right now. 1 in 4 expect losses of 10% or more over the next 3 months. 1 in 4 expect losses of 5% or more in the next 6 months. We talking about the stock market right here. So we saying that a lot of people right now just aren't, they don't have faith in the market right now. Now, I truly believe that we like in a bear market rally right now. I feel like we're going to take advantage of November. I feel like because the technicals show it, right? I feel like we still got this war going on. We still got inflation going on. We got a presidential election going on. We got uncertainty in the market. So that's why I told my people in the Patreon, like, yo, we switching how we playing the game. Like, we not going for the knockout. Like, we not playing for the 100%. We get up 40, 50%, let's exit. Let's sell half our position, we good. You know why? Because right now, we just want rack up green. We just want to rack up green. Let's go a little further. Look here. So biggest concern of the people right now, the war in the Middle East, 62% got that concern right now, bro. High interest rates, 57%. Inflation, 56%. Potential recession, which we already in one. Right? 24% of it. So let's talk about this. The war in the Middle East, anytime there's a war, it affects everybody on a planet. You know what I'm saying? Anytime there's a war, because think about this. You got Ukraine and Russia still going at it. You got the Israel and Hamas situation that's going on. And you still actually have a trade war that's being in effect with China. You can't forget about that. And in every one of those things, the United States is a presence. So if you're in America, not only are you dealing with that, also you're dealing with interest rates that's affecting how you spend your money. So you consistently see America spending money to indulge in these wars, but then you also understand that the price of everything you have is consistently going up. Inflation is going up. Then on top of that, because the U.S. debt is so high, recession is in our face. So people are truly in this monetary situation that's not only frustrating, plus the fact that we truly haven't gotten over the trauma of a pandemic. I don't care what nobody say, I still believe that there's residue from that trauma that's in our face. And then you got an election, because now here's what happened. You got a whole bunch of people that voted Joe Biden in office. I'm not saying you wrong, I'm not saying you right. right? I'm not here to say that, but I'm saying you got a whole bunch of people that voted Joe Biden in office, and now they like, damn, we didn't do the right thing. And so now you acting like, all right, maybe I should have voted for Trump, but here's what we do know. Even he can be an asshole. Right? So what happens when the American people is put between a rock and a hard place? Right? So now you saying stuff like, man, Trump a businessman, Trump a businessman, Trump a businessman, but yet we failing to realize all the BS stuff that he got in front of our face. Right? It's put us in a situation where you got somebody who you saying, well, at least he's a businessman, and I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying we stand something like, all right, well, Trump is a businessman, he needs to be in office. All right, well, but what about all the racial stuff that he see all the time? What about him grabbing women by the crotch and he's saying, let's just grab him by the crotch? What about the way he treating black people when he in office and he's saying, maybe we should treat him like they did in the good old days? You feel me? So now you saying, you feel me? And it's putting the people of America in a bad situation. Because now we saying, watch this. You'll get mad at a woman. Oh, this is about to be good. You'll get mad at a woman for being with a man who mistreats her because he gives her money. Right? Like we'll say something like, man, why would you do that for money? I wouldn't trade nobody to disrespect me for money. Am I right or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I don't mind being wrong. Right? Like Jose. Like, watch this. So, we're talking about just the American people being in such a dilemma for leadership. Right? We're talking about the American people being in a dilemma for leadership. Right? So, you got people who voted for Joe Biden, and now we just like, bruh, damn. Maybe we shouldn't have voted for Joe. I didn't vote. I'm going to keep it real. Because I felt like neither one of them clowns was worth what I had going on. And I felt like America was going to do what America wanted to do anyway. Right? So, you vote Joe Biden in. You vote Joe Biden in to get rid of Trump. All right, cool. I see a whole bunch of people. I was in my house, bro. I was in Atlanta. They had parades. You would have thought Hitler just got off the goddamn on. Real talk, bro. People was honking their horns, waving their flags. Woo-hoo! Boom. Then you get Joe Biden in office, and then he starts saying stupid stuff like, if you ain't black, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Put crack pipes back in the hood. And now you like, bro, what the hell is he talking about? So now you start to doubt the pick that you picked. You feel me? So you doubt that, and then you say, all right, bro, like, we want Trump back. Right? So now you're saying, man, we want Trump back. So then you say, okay, you want Trump back. So then you get Trump back, and then you forget the reason why you wanted him out there in the first place. You forget the reason why you wanted him out in the first place. Why you wanted him out in the first place? Because every time he said something on you cringe. Again, grabbing women by the crotch. Right? You ain't like that, but now you want him back. Him saying, we should treat them like we treated them in the old days, talking about beating black people up. But you trade that off because you say, well, Trump knows business and he know how to run the country. How do you know that? How can you specifically say that? Right? So what I'm saying, Jose, is the American people are in such a dilemma because what we'll often say is a woman is wrong for dealing with a man with money who mistreats her. Right? That's the thing. Like if a woman dealing with a man who mistreats her but takes care of her, the world will shame her. Or 70% of the people. Are we not saying now that we're willing to vote Trump in even though he mistreats us as colored people, as Hispanic people? We're saying, or not we, because I ain't saying it, but all people saying we willing to let Trump be in office because we think he's the right businessman and we now dealing with him mistreating us. Is that not accurate, Jose? So my question is, are those the only two candidates that we have? Are those the only two options that the American people have? That's all I'm asking. Also, what happens when you look at, all right, They're saying now, bro, you don't even got the money you said you have. And he's saying, y'all lying on me. Like, I don't know, but I'm just saying if we're looking at the media, they're saying like, bro, you're not even much that rich. Right? They saying you keep going bankrupt. He's saying because all y'all keep going bankrupt. I'm using the same system y'all using. That's what he's saying. So are not the American people in a dilemma? And this is why you got 49% of the people worrying about the election. Because if the truth of the matter is, we don't know what the hell we get when we get Trump in office. But we damn sure know Joe Biden ain't the answer. I know Mike Prince should be goddamn on. Mike Prince. Y'all don't get it. Over their head again. 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 They're like, he dropped out. Nope, Mike Prince. Billions. You feel me? Mike Prince should be president. Mike Prince got my vote. Billions. And let's give it up to billions, man. Them last three episodes were insane. Them last three episodes was like, yo, I was mad that I had to watch 8 boring episodes just to get those last 3. And I'm not gonna lie, them last 3 made up for everything that I felt like we missed. All right, let's go a little further, man. All right, so check this out, man. Gold has surged since conflict broke out in the Middle East. So that's what we talked about. So gold has spiked extremely high since Hamas militants launched assault on Israel. Wait, what? That's crazy. How when gold strikes, when war is in, we always go back to a stored source of wealth. Why is that? Why is it that out of the diamonds and everything else, gold is always the thing that we resort back to? Is it because it's the one thing that we know for sure is secure? We put value in it. Because watch this, if you, what? Question. Oh, this is about to be a thing here, Jose. Is gold and Bitcoin equal? Because watch this. Hear me out, Jose. Hear me out. Hear me out. There's no real value to Bitcoin except the fact that when you buy it, you want somebody else to pay you more for it than you got it. Am I right or wrong? No matter what we say now, I know the crypto people be like, no, he got this, he got that, he got this, he got that. When we take all the other stuff away from it, the only way it increases in value is if somebody else is willing to pay you more than what you bought it for. Right or wrong? Right? So like when you look at a stock, the value comes from the business itself. The business itself creates the value, and then the people say because the business is creating this much money, we feel like this has increased in value. Same thing with a house, right? Well, we understand that with Bitcoin, it's because of that, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. The same thing I think is with gold, right? Like, where does it get its value from, Jose? Gold gets its value, like, okay, it's 24 karat gold or 14 karat gold, but where does the value come from? The fact that somebody puts a price on it and say, yo, this is what I want for it, are you willing to pay for it or not? Am I right or wrong? There's nothing else that gives the gold value. Is there? I could be wrong. Usage, supply, demand. Somebody says, because watch this. The only time gold increases in value is when other things around it start happening and then people want a safe place to have money. So people say, you know what, let me buy gold, let me buy gold. This is why America owns more gold than anybody else in the world. So, is gold and Bitcoin equivalent? Says who? They do, you can. There's a limited amount of Bitcoins in the world. They call Satoshis. Satoshis, am I right? Satoshi, something like that. There's a limited amount of them in the world. Like they can run out. They can run out. One Bitcoin actually costs $30-something thousand right now. Yeah. Satoshis. So that's the name of it. Satoshis. There's a limited amount of them in the world. So even when you buying Bitcoin, you're not buying a whole Bitcoin. You're buying pieces. Now you can buy one Bitcoin. You can buy them. It's a limited amount in the world. Yep. So is it the same, Jose? Let's go a little further, man. Right here. So commercial real estate is taking a beating, man. Just look at it, man. Office buildings are down, multifamilies are down, retailers down, industrials are all taking a beating. They actually had a report come on today that said that they're now in New York, they're about to start buying malls and high rises and turning them into malls and industrial buildings and about to start turning them into apartment buildings. The crazy part about that is they say it's going to cost so much money, and the hard part is banks are not giving out the money. Banks are not loaning out construction loans, so now that brings me back to what OG just talked about. What if you could buy, I truly think now's the time to be buying industrial real estate. If you got the funds, you can get it dirt cheap. The thing is, you don't know how long this is going to last. And multifamily. Multifamilies is down 28%. That's why money may not buy you happiness. I won't agree with that. I won't disagree with that. But money can put you in position to do things and free you up. And the freedom is a byproduct of having money. Can we say that? Like, so let's say you got the money to go buy 10 multi-units. The multi-units then create passive income. Now you don't have an income problem anymore. Now you can work on the things you need to work on because you don't got a money problem. I think the reason why people can't heal the other issues they have is because they got money problems. And you can't get past the money problem, so you can't heal the other stuff you got going on. Woo! I like how that sounded. Let's go a little further. Man, y'all already know what this segment is. This, that, flush it or flip it. All right, Jose, we got to give the people a chance too, bro. Got to give the people a chance, man. All right, so flush it and flip it. Let me just say this, man. Flush it and flip it is all about us presenting companies to you that you understand, that you see. Some of them will be new to you, right? But when you see these companies, it's also to help you get familiar with companies that you may not know. I always try to throw a couple of them in that y'all don't really know. And remember, flush it or flip it is not about the long term, it's more so about the short term of a company. All right, so the first company up to bat is Boston Scientific. The company is up 13% year to date. It is a manufacturer of medical devices and is used for surgical med and cardiovascular med. It's a solid company, good balance sheet. Let's see what it look like, Jose. Okay. Ooh, they saying flip it, Jose? All right, let's give it a chance. So listen, so think about it. When you go in the hospital and there's kind of like intuitive surgical on a little bit, but they not so far as the robots, but they are medical devices that can help. They specialize in cardiovascular and surgical med, mean helping you in surgical. Boston Scientific, flush it or flip it. I like that one, Jose. I like medical industry. I like medical industry. All right, next we got MSI, Jose. That is Motorola Solutions. First of all, I thought Motorola was out of here. Look at B face. Right, MSI, but watch this, B. Year to date, they up 17%. Actually beating the S&P 500, right? Communications, accessories, service, and software companies. So maybe they got out of the Motorola phone, but they partnering with different companies in that industry, right? Year to date, up 17%. They beating the S&P 500, but guess what? That communication services business industry is definitely doing good. Motorola Solutions, man, how we feel about it? Flush it or flip it, Jose? The people can't be serious. Got a prime code phone. Jose, I ain't. I'm flushing. They up 17% year to date, but I ain't buying. That toilet is messed up. Turn, the water broke on it. The water broke. You gotta hit the thing. Oh, y'all too rich for that. Y'all, there you go, Gindy. You gotta take the top off, roll your sleeve up, put your hand, there you go. It done move to the side. It's on the side. George, it's on the side. They got a kink in the chain. They got a kink in the chain. You gotta. They got a kink in the chain. Tuda, you ever had a kink in the chain? This nigga here. Dave, you ever had a kink in the chain, Dave? There you go. George, you ever had a kink in the chain? This nigga Tuda come straight about the hood talking about he ain't never had a kink in the chain. That nigga lying. I know he had a kink in the chain. I got an electric toilet in my house right now. It be blowing my mind. You just walk past it and you just do this and it go, my daughter be like, Daddy, Daddy. I be like, what the hell? She love getting on it. I be like, I don't trust it. I don't be trusting it sometimes. I remember George was in the crib one day and George said, say, bro, you got me spoiled. I said, why, bro? He said, that seat warm up and they play music. He said, you got me spoiled, dog. That thing warm up and it play music. I said, you ain't lying. It make a little do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's like some little nice little cool music, bro. Like, you really sit on there and forget you, like, on there. You should be like, that music is cool. Go a little further, man. All right, so next one is Discovery Financials, man. Y'all know it, Visa, Master, Discovery, man. So Discovery, man, is the digital banking and payment solution service. It's up 12% year to date. I wouldn't take Discovery over Visa or Master, but how you feel about it? Discovery, how we feel about it? Flush it up, flip it, Jose. I agree with that. I don't care. Flush it. I'm not worrying about them. I'm going with Visa or MasterCard. I don't know what's the leverage with them. They don't got the toilet broke. All right, next one is, I can't ever pronounce this one right. It's Assurant, ticker symbol AIZ. The company is up 28% year to date. And my bad, Discovery is down 12%. My bad, Discovery is down 12%, y'all, year to date. Assurant is up 28% year to date. It's a housing solutions company, so they deal with flood insurance, homeowners insurance, rentals insurance, lending solutions. They help you get in the crib. Ticker symbol AIZ, up 28% year to date. Yo, that ain't 28, cuz. Everybody need flood owners insurance in the South. Everybody need renters insurance. Huh? Mandatory. So, and you got renters insurance and you need homeowners insurance, and they do all three. I like them. All right, next company is WRK, West Rock. The company is up 7% year to date. They are a paper packaging solutions, packages and distribution company. So they package paper. So they wrap stuff, they plastic bag stuff, they send plastic bag. Probably when you go to the grocery store, you got the plastic bags and stuff like that. Jose, that's your people. Up 7% year to date. Not bad, not the best, but how we feel about them, y'all? How we feel about them? Yeah. We flush that. We ain't rocking with that. Republic Services. Toilet broke. We need a plumber. Republic Services, ticker symbol RSG. Now, remember, they are similar to Waste Management, company that we really love. There's Republic Service, there's Waste Management, there's Waste Connections. Those are probably the big three in that industry. Up 19% year to date. Up 19% to date. You know why? Because people at home, and guess what people doing? Throwing more stuff away. People acting like they in the surplus, not realizing they're in a recession. And America gonna do that regardless. So, Republic Services, how we feel about them, Jose? Flush it or flip it? Trash. Trash with the trash. Like Dallas. Cowboys. Dak Prescott. Big trash. All right, let's go. Watch this one, Jose. Watch this one. Axon Enterprises. Ticker symbol AXON. They up 29% year to date. Watch this, Jose. They are the electric weapons leader. Tasers, taser applications, body cam for the police. That's what they do, cuz. Tasers, body cams, the applications, electric weapons, even a little, all that. Up 29% year to date. Flush it up, flip it, Jose. How do people feel about it? How you feel about it, B? Body cams don't work, but the tasers do. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't a fan of it, but 29% seem like they printing money. All right, next one, News Corp, right? Up 20% year to date. They're a media, information, and distribution company. NWS, News Corp, Jose, they put media out. They put information out. They help the newspapers. They help the media on the TV. They help get the content out, Jose. You're a content creator. Jose, they're a content creator, Jose. NWS, up 20% year to date. How you feel about them? How do people feel? Flush it or flip it? You being biased. Don't matter if they up, bruh. Don't matter. Now this one is good, man. Molina Healthcare. They up 6% year to date. They deal with Medicaid, Medicare, and all things assisting with government service when it comes to healthcare. They up 6% year to date. That's for show money though. They pay a dividend? Just tell me what the yield is. What the yield is. Haven't had a down year since 20. I think they're a safe bet. We'll go with them. One thing I know for sure, Medicaid ain't getting cut off. All right, run that beat, man. Okay, man, we're going with that 1-800-TRAPPER hotline. Got my trappers calling in, got the Patreon, Master the Triple Beam calling in, man. Let's go, man. Make your videos. Let's go. And I like to answer my people on the spot, live. I don't even be knowing the questions. So Jason just be popping the questions on me. I don't be knowing what happened. So I'm answering on the spot. Let's go, Tootie.
What up, Trap? This is Tony out here in Oregon. I want to give a shout out first to my daughter, Naima. Just got accepted to a college out there in New Orleans, Dillard. That's the first of many to come. Shout out to my sister, Saya. But my question is, since the stocks that we hold long-term, we know the most about, would it make sense to put calls and puts on them as they go up and down to maximize the gains? Appreciate you, brother.
First of all, OG, I just want to salute to you. Man, that's an amazing college in New Orleans. I just want to say salute to you as a father. And, you know, I as a father, pray that, you know, my daughter, if she wants to go to college, that she's just getting a great one. And I think college can be a great experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against college at all. You know what I'm saying? If you're going for something that's dope. So also, man, I just want to say salute to you as a father for making that happen, man. So definitely, dads matter. Dads matter. I will say that is a great question. So that's what I do. So you in the Patreon. So the stocks that I typically put my options on are stocks that I own or stocks that I'm willing to own. You remember I always say that. So yep, 100%. That's how you like it. So again, I own. Remember, mine be in stocks that I own. I've never. The only option that I've did is like OIH. That, you know. But for the most part, all of my plays gonna be on companies that I own because I'm familiar with them fundamentally, and it's easier for me to understand the story around them, right? And so that's like one of my cheat codes. Again, that's one of the things that's, you know, gangster. That's that's gangster to me is owning, making plays on calls that I already own because I understand why they going down. I understand why they tanking. That's why it's kind of easy for me to make certain decisions because I focus on companies that I own. I wouldn't mind owning. I've already did research on, and I can let the data help me make a better decision on time, length, call, put. So yep, King, that's a great way. And what I'll do is, you know, one of my things is once I do a good option play in a company that I own, part of that money that I'm gonna use that I made is gonna go back into buying me more shares of that actual stock. So I 100% agree with that one, King. Let's go. Salute to that, man.
Hey, Trap, what's going on, bro? So the question's about earnings, bro. So just a little example, I had my eyes on Viva Systems. You know, it has a nice moat. I like the space they're in. I feel like it has a lot of growth, a lot of potential for growth. Now, last quarter, it was sitting at like 169. Earnings was approaching. I said, I'm going to wait till earnings comes in because the stock was kind of like on a downfall a little bit. I feel like I could have got it at a certain bargain. Now, it came in and it ran, bro, to the moon. So it did numbers for days. It went up to like 220. Now, in that instance, it ran up so much that I couldn't get it no more because it just got too expensive. And I feel like, you know, I missed out on an opportunity to get it at a good price because it hasn't been that since, right? Now, there's other times with like Tesla where just now they reported and it came down to like 195 almost, right? So that was one of the price points that you said was a nice sweet spot to get in. So with earnings, you kind of it's kind of like a hit or miss. It either runs or it tanks. And I don't know if I should keep doing that, right? Either wait for earnings or if I should just get it when I'm like, you know what, just F it and I'm gonna go in there. What do you like to do when earnings are approaching on the stock that you like? Do you like to just wait for earnings and see what it's doing, or do you don't even care about that and you just attack when it gets to those certain points that you like? But yeah, man, that's a question, man. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the show, bro.
That's good. That's good. And I appreciate the thoroughness in your question, like understanding what you're seeing so I can paint that picture. So Viva System is definitely a company that I've owned for maybe, I think I got it at the beginning of the pandemic. It is definitely an amazing company, and it does move like that. So I think it's up something like 19, 20% year to date, probably up 17% in 1 year. Probably like 115% in 5 years. And I can say that off the top of my head because it's a company that I've owned for quite some time. When it comes to playing earnings, I don't play earnings that much. because so much can happen in the earnings, and I would have to truly be tracking it heavy. And if I do play earnings, I'm definitely only, like I'm not going heavy. Like it's only maybe 1 or 2 contracts. And honestly, with those earnings, I'll do a stop loss. That's kind of why probably one of the only times I'll do a stop loss is because those earnings are really, I'm gonna just say it, with playing earnings, you gambling. I'm gonna just say it. When we playing earnings, we gambling. Because a stock can pop, but then have that IV crush. A stock can pop because even a stock can make earnings and still tumble. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely am mindful when I play the earnings. I'm never all in when I play the earnings. It's always like 1 or 2. I'm never doing 5, 10, 20 shares of earnings. And I'm willing to take that, and I let myself know I'm gambling, and I treat it like that. So I'd rather a post-earning play, meaning after the earnings is popped, I'll get in it. But I'm never, even in the group, when I put those pre-earnings plays in, it's only like 1, 2 contracts. I like to be, now what I do like to do, I'll give you a thing what I do like. What I do like to do is, if I know I want to play for earnings, you kind of have an idea if you want to play for earnings, I'll get in a week before earnings. And the reason why I get in a week before earnings, because I try to get some momentum going up to it. You know what I'm saying? If I know it's a play, like, all right, I want to play this call for earnings, I'll get in a week before earnings so I can get some momentum going up to it. That way, if it pop hard and it crushes down, I hope I can still be where I'm at. So that's, and again, that still ain't no freaking good metric to have in place, right? That's one of them, me just freestyling, figuring it out. But I kind of always try to go a week before. A few times I did it and, it worked out that way, but I ain't gonna lie, you still be gambling when you playing earnings, man. At least from my perspective, there's no for sure way to know how earnings going. You don't know what them folks about to say on that call. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the hell they about to say. And like you said, a company can hit earnings and then have a bad call and it flop. A company can miss earnings and have a good call and run. You know what I'm saying? So for me, man, earnings is always a gamble. I'm not gonna lie. And my thing is always treat a gamble like a gamble, treat an investment like an investment. So I hope I can help you, brother, but that's kind of mine, bro. Like I'll tip my foot in, but I ain't going too hard, man. So hope I can help y'all, man. There we go, man. Good job, man. 1-800-TRAPPIN hotline. If you're in the Masters of the Triple B, make sure you get in this thing, man. Let's go, baby.
Yo, what it do, Trap? I'm a little nervous. So, I'm currently in college right now. Lately I've been reading articles, been paying attention to Bloomberg, CNBC, Yahoo Finance. I want to know, what advice would you give me to become a better investor for the time being?
Hey, my bro was the lifeguard, Walmart, college, and investing. This is what you call tapped in. Bro, he tapped in, bro. He tapped in, but I just want to know where the chair thing came from. My boy came in like, woo, why you nervous, bro? This your 5th call. It's my dog, man. I like that dude, man, for sure. I think you're doing the right thing right now. I think you are taking in all the information. You're in the group. You've taken the courses. You obviously you tune into Trappin Tuesdays every week, so you taking notes. You in the group asking questions. You reading the articles. I think now you just got to give yourself time to keep maturing. I think the biggest thing you can do is give yourself time to mature and understand that you're on the right track, understand that you're doing the right thing, and just give yourself time. You're not going to get it overnight, but you are definitely in the right field right now. You're doing all the right things, and you just got to let it. I think the thing now is kind of like you got all the ingredients, and you just got to let them come together and form. Like you got the ingredients, you just got to let it form, and you got to put it in the oven and let it cook. So you definitely doing the right thing, man. Trust me, I think that within the next 2-3 years, bro, like you're going to be killing it, You know what I'm saying? You're taking the options course, I think. I know you in the Patreon group, so that means something. You asking the questions. You're coming to all the Trappin' Tuesdays. So, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie. I'll say this, like, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you at a high level. You young and you dedicated. Honestly, I think right now you're ahead of people your age, bro. You know what I'm saying? You so far ahead of people your age right now, you don't even know it. So give yourself that grace and know that you're doing the right thing, man. Only thing I didn't hear you say was that I'm reading the books. Right? That's the only thing I didn't hear you say. And it's great to read those books, any investment books. So I think great books for you would be investing, mindset, personal development, and emotional intelligence. And the reason why, because emotional intelligence is going to help you gain control of your intelligence in the market. Personal development, because you always just want to grow. I'm still doing it. And all investment books, keep reading. Why? Because you're going to learn something new from every book. People always ask me, Trap, what's the best book? I always say all of them. And the reason why I say all of them, because you're going to learn. There's no one book that's going to make you a great investor. It's a collection of books. You're going to take ideas from every one of them, and you're going to form. That's why I get at. Like, I'm where I'm at because I read all the books, but I take the ideas, and then I make them fit for what I'm doing. And I take a little bit from here and there, and I use it. So, man, I just think you're in the right path. I think you're doing the right thing. And for me, man, I just want to say salute to you, man, and thank you for allowing me to be on a journey with you, man. Love. Let's go, man. All right, man, so such an amazing episode. I apologize for doing all my stories, y'all. It's just what I do, man. I love this game. I love what we doing, man. So I want to talk about that for a second. Like, in order to become great at this game, you truly got to love what you do. You got to become it. You can't part-time build wealth. You got to be a full-time wealth builder. You got to be full-time committed. You got to be full-time making sacrifice. And you know when you're making a sacrifice because it hurt. That's how you know you're making a sacrifice. You feel the pain. That's how you know you're making a sacrifice, because you feel the pain. Investing is supposed to make you uncomfortable. You're supposed to have parts where you don't understand what you want to do with that money. What am I going to do with this money? Am I going to do this with it? Am I going to do that with it? That's what new investors go through. It is the habits that you do consistently that tell you if you're on the right journey. Discipline and sacrifice must be married, not divorced. Meaning you must have the discipline, you must sacrifice, you must create the habits. Nobody becomes a millionaire, nobody becomes a billionaire, nobody achieves the goals that they want in life if they don't have discipline and if they don't create new habits. I think a lot of times we look for what's right and what's wrong instead of learning from the experience. People often say that experience is the best teacher. I say that experience learned from is the best teacher. Experience learned from is the best teacher. How many people we know to go through the same experiences over and over and over and over, and they don't learn nothing from them? So if experience was the best teacher, then we would all experience something one time and learn from it. But of course we know that's not the case. I want to see us all win at this game because I know we all have the possibility. This game is not about who's the smartest, it's about who can make the best decisions. And the thing about making the decisions in this game is your decision making is not compared to anyone but yourself. So always focus on how can I be better than yesterday's Trap? How can I make better decisions than Trap did yesterday? How can I consistently evolve? How can I put myself around people that push me to be better? We are truly in some times right now, man, I know if we take advantage of this, it can not only change our life, but it can change the trajectory of our family's lineage. We heard E.T. say, these investors are putting themselves in position in these markets. And the crazy part is when it comes to building wealth, like there's no real secret to building wealth, y'all. Let me be the first one to say that. I'm not hating on nobody, but there's no secret to building wealth. What I did, there's no secret to what I did to build wealth. And I'm not even nowhere near where I want to be at. Here's what I did. Here's the formula. Learn a skill, sacrifice everything to play this, to be in the skill. When I get uncomfortable, I get cool with being uncomfortable. I don't panic under the pressure. I invest more than I spend. I understand that my money is my greatest tool to build wealth, and I learned I gotta keep learning from people who've already built wealth, and so I can add my own flavor to it, because no two people are gonna have the same journey, but I can learn from the people's mistakes before me. It's not a secret. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, hold for long as you can sell. You take a loss, stay in the game. Don't get discouraged. It's part of the game. No one can ever build wealth without taking a loss. E.T. said he was in the room with 30 men. They were all billionaires. I can promise you they don't have more losses than any of us can imagine. But they learn from it. They're around a group of people who are also wealthy people who've also took big L's, and they learn from them. Building wealth ain't no secret. Just like losing weight is not a secret. Eat less, work out more, you're gonna lose weight. The problem is, we can't control our eating. The problem with wealth is, spend less than you earn, invest more than you spend. So what is the real problem in that? We can't control our spending. That's the problem. Okay, well, Trap, I got a money issue. Okay, let's control our spending and let's do some things to generate more income. You don't have that issue. The problem that you have outside of it being a money spending problem is you put a time problem on it, because now you want to get it overnight. So you got a money problem and you got a time issue. So now you start making money mistakes to try to make up for the time, and now you put yourself in a bigger hole. So now what you're trying to do is you're trying to build wealth, you're trying to build a castle on quicksand. That ain't gonna happen. The strongest foundation you can ever have is the knowledge and the discipline. The knowledge to know what to do, the discipline to do the right thing, even when things aren't laid out or when there's an opportunity for you to take a shortcut. Yep, you can get the mentors, you can do all those things, but the mentor not sleeping with you. The mentor not with you 24/7. Your decision making, your discipline, and the habits that you create help you build wealth. It's a term I came up with, is changing your financial algorithm. I love it. What are the things you do to disrupt the algorithm that you have now? You got to actively engage in what it takes to change your algorithm. The wealth game is for everybody who decides to participate in it. There'll be winners, there'll be losers, but there gotta be players of the game. And you decide based on the decisions and the habits what part of the game you want to be on. Let's finish the year out strong, y'all. Let's finish the year out strong. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin, man. Thank you for being here. Episode 68. We are here, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And listen, I just want to say this. If I'm worth watching, I'm also worth clicking that like button. We know we give y'all a game each and every week, man. And all we ask is you come and click that like button and you subscribe to the channel. You share the channel, but also you hit that little notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop something. Listen, we work real hard and we are working extremely harder to make sure we can be your go-to person when it comes to all things stock market, finance, and wealth building activities and lessons. So listen, if you're not following the Wall Street Trapper YouTube, please go follow that. If you're not totally tapped into the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now network, please follow that. And make sure you go to all podcast platforms and download Trappin, Tuesdays, Jose, myself, and everybody on the team work really hard at giving you new episodes each and every day on there. That being said, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all next week. Good night.